because you signed that national letter of intent to go to New York, which is ways away from the IE, you know, and then you don't initially come straight back, but you end up back on the West Coast. How did you just get through that time? I know that had to be hard from going from such a high winning
Yeah,
state, you know, signing, about to play basketball or run track, and then having to come back
and
to chase.
figure it out. Yeah. It was really tough. What really helped me get through was my mother. You know,
Mhm.
she just always showed me that it's not always going to go as planned, and okay, you might have made a mistake, but what are we going to do to keep it going? Like, what are we going to do to get you back on track? She never made me feel like any decision I made was absolutely permanent and not coming back from. So my mother
Yeah.
really helped me out a lot.
And I feel like that's just, I'm pretty sure like you kept that message like going on as you moved through the next stages of your life, and you went through Chafee, got that's I hate the acronym for that leap, the CCAAC. Like, come on, there's too many C's and A.
I
You feel
didn't
me?
know that's what it was.
It's like CCAAC. Like, what is this for? Just called the California JUCO State. I don't know. You win the state title and you go like to World Juniors, and I believe it was in Eugene as well.
Mhm.
Like for it. So like getting to that level, is that when you start to dive more into like high jump, or was it still kind of just like, oh, no tape, let me see how it is and let me get over?
I think by that
That's
time
crazy.
I actually had a mark. At this point in time, I had to get into high jump because basketball was no longer an option. So if I was going to do something athletically in my life, it had to have been high jump because I, already shot myself in the foot with basketball. But
Was there a thought of not doing anything athletically, like after you came back from Long Island?
the thing that really stuck with me coming back from Long Island was like, I can't remember who even said this, but someone had said I was a waste of talent. So from then, I just wanted to make sure that I was never going to be a waste of talent. And that's actually a lot of what drove me to continue to like go to Chafee and then, continue just to have a career.
Yeah, I feel that. They always say like the haters can be your biggest motivators. Like
That's
for
that
real.
IE. That's that
Yeah.
IE. That's that
I don't know why.
IE.
I just will
Yo,
never forget that.
Yeah, I wouldn't forget that either. To be honest, like, come on, man, you gonna say that's like that's pretty,
Right.
And then but you did like you ended up like proving them wrong. Went out to World Juniors. I believe you finished like in the top 10 out
Yeah,
there, and like
fourth, ironically. That's just for
fourth.
some reason my favorite number.
It's Eugene, huh? It's something about
It
Eugene.
must be. Yeah,
that's
Hey,
weird.
world champs, you'll beat that though. World champs.
absolutely.
Hey, tell him, IE. But you go on from there, like, and then after that, like, you didn't go back to like, did you go back? You didn't go like to have like a NCAA career, like after that, like after
Never
Chafee.
did.
Like, what went into that decision? Because usually that's like the normal route, unless you like go pro out of high school. So like, what's the?
I actually going to the JC after attending a 4-year activated good old NCAA rules. So you have to go from a 4-year to a 2-year. In order to go back to a 4-year, I would have had to have gotten my associate's degree. To me, I didn't have time for that. And especially, you guys are from there. Going to a JUCO in California, I mean, you have 7 high schools graduating seniors going to that one JUCO, so finding classes were difficult.
Yeah.
Being a track and field athlete, we didn't necessarily get priority registration. So I knew that the 2-year route was not necessarily an option for me because I was on a different time frame.
So you were just like, well, by NCAA's, I'm just gonna go straight to the Olympics. It's
Yeah.
all good. Where did that come from? Where'd that confidence come from?
After Junior Worlds, it just opened my eyes to what I could do with this talent. And, the whole USA track and field staff for that Junior Worlds competition was so welcoming. And, I actually stumbled onto the Junior Worlds. Like, it was my first time going to nationals, being signed up for nationals, attending Chafee. And I was in a jump off between me and another competitor. And I thought all I got was a t-shirt. for winning the jump off. But turns out like I got on the Junior Worlds team and got a complete uniform. So I literally stumbled onto that level, but I was able to compete at that level. So, and that's where I met my now coach, Sue Humphrey, was actually at that meet. And she had, after I had exited the competition, she pulled me to the side and just told me her name, told me who and what she did, and expressed how great my potential is. So I don't know, I'm a believer in signs of the universe, and I feel like things don't happen on accident. So I had to capitalize and pursue that.
And like reading into you, it seems like one of the first people you always bring up is like after your Olympic performance and reading articles on you is Sue Humphrey, your coach. So like, what is that relationship kind of like with just the two of you now that's developed over what, 3 years now or 4 years now, something like that?
5 years.
5?
Oh, it's Coach Sue is my guardian angel. Like, she's more than a coach to me. She's my mentor. She she's my grandmother sometimes. Like, she's probably the first person that really distilled to me unconditional love, because I moved out to Texas when I was maybe 20, either 19 or 20, and I just wasn't in the best headspace because of everything that I had put myself through. And to sit here as an adult and realize like she took the brunt of all of this anger I had, of all of this young naivety, and she never left. She didn't have any conditions for her love. And that really showed a lot to me. I
think that's awesome that you were able to find that, someone like that to support you, because what I have just seen from your story is like, I'm just so amazed by like the confidence you've always had from, as a like a freshman or 8th grader, just being like, those boys can't touch the rim. I could do that. That's easy work. You know, you going up to the high jump. I don't need a mark. Let me just lean back and just hit that. And then even after, everything that happened at Long Island, you even tried, before going to Chafee, you tried to fix it on your own in Vegas. So you were making like very like kind of grown and you're grown and independent person, it seems like, your entire life.
I've tried to be grown, but in trying to be grown, I fell upon all these life-changing decisions that I made thinking I was grown. So now being grown, actually grown, I am learning to listen to other actually grown people and take their words into consideration instead of being like, no, I got this. I'm independent. I'm an adult. I know what I'm doing. So there was a lot of growing up to do, even when I thought I was grown.
Is that where you started to see like the biggest shift in like your performance in the high jump as well?
Absolutely. And I would say it was rather recent, maybe in 2020, like summer of 2020, I made a decision to listen, and it was probably the biggest impact that's had on my career.
What was like the biggest change for you? Like, was it something that you had to do with like with your strength or with your sprinting that you have to get right in your high jump that you really had to listen to like get to this next level?
Oh, it was positions. It was all technicalities. High jump is such a weird event because going from being an athlete where I can just power up and jump, that's what I was doing up until Junior Worlds. I got over 6'2" just by jumping straight up, but when I met Coach Sue, we then had to break down so many habits and reinforce high jump habits where we use physics and positions. So it was just being comfortable and being accepting that these weird positions that my coach is telling me I need to come to the bar with are going to get me over the bar.
Yeah. I wish I could say that I fully understand all of that, but I definitely could just tell like how technical it has to be and like really dive deep into it to be on like that level of like even like getting close to like 2 meters. 2 meters that's high. That's high. And like they be going over that and be jumping high like that. So yeah, definitely being able to dive deep into that. I wish I could definitely understand that like a little bit more. I gotta try it out. I gotta get a high jump coach.
So I'm still learning myself. It's nothing but physics. It's insane.